Hello and welcome to the Becoming Project. My name is Desmond, or you can call me Des. Okay, so this thing of content creation, first thing, I recorded a whole video, I don't know, 15 minutes of recording, and realized that my head wasn't even the frame of only from my eyes and below was in the frame, and I put in so much effort in that video, and I hope this video will carry as much emotion, as much passion, as much joy, excitement to be creating this platform, to be engaging with you, to be interacting with you, to be sharing with you my experiences, learning from your experiences as we all become better. So yeah, first thing first, I told you my name. I'm Desmond Tagudzwa, or you can call me. Actually, please call me Des because I'm Des, the only guy no Slayer Nezita, and because Marandina. Drum roll. Anyways, why the Becoming Project? So, life as we know it is always moving. Our life is always on the move. We are always becoming something. Now, that something could be good, or that something could be bad, but thing is, we are always becoming something. So that's where the inspiration for the name is coming from, the Becoming Project, because I am on a journey of becoming something. Now we'll be talking more about what we, when I say we, I mean the people on this platform, the people here, that's you and me, what we are becoming. So I figured much in life, especially for us young people, we need guidance, we need mentorship. And ichona there's a saying that muzivi wenzira ndiye mufambi wayo. Actually it's muzivi wenzira yeparuware ndiye mufambi wayo. Now I don't know the direct translation in English other, yeah, because otherwise I'll just do. Anyways, I think it's similar or close to iron sharpens iron, sort of that idea, or rather that's the meaning I want to imply by saying muziwe nzira yeparuware ndiye mufambi wayo. It takes a man to know a man, it takes a woman to know a woman, it takes a great person to know a great person, or to guide a great person, right? So for me, this was the thinking behind this platform, right? There are a lot of young people out there who share in my experience of having challenges finding a mentor. The first thing that I would talk about is I grew up in a family of four children, raised by a single mother. My mom was very good. She is actually, because she's very much alive, a very good, amazing mother. She could teach me everything that I wanted as a child, but there's one thing that she could not teach me, and that was to be a man. And now my father is not dead, he is also very much alive, but he wasn't just around in those critical stages of my life when I was growing up and becoming a man. So that meant that I had to pick up mentors, that meant I had to pick up role models, people to model after, from the streets by myself, because I mean at home there wasn't much. The older sibling, I mean I'm second born in a family of four, and the eldest is a girl. So my older sister, again, that was the household that I grew up in. It was my mom, my sister, and me. So not just was I in lack of a father figure, I was a father figure to someone, because I have a young brother who will come directly after me, right? So the third born in our family. So that was quite a bit of a challenge there. Imagine I'm figuring things out on my own, yet there's someone who is sort of following in your footsteps, because you're the closest thing to a man that he sees every day in his life. So that was sort of a thing that I needed. So because of that gap, again, I figured in such critical things or aspects of our lives, we need guidance, we need mentorship, and this goes for everything in our lives, be it academics, be it in leadership, be it marriage, be it friendships, be it business, be it pretty much everything in life. We need mentorship and we need guidance, right? So I figured the Becoming Project is for young people who are striving to become better, who want to challenge themselves to do better, and want to change their circumstances. Now, growing up, I was sort of disadvantaged, coming up from nothing, from the dust, if you'd want to call it that. Pretty much, there was financial lack from the side of life that I was coming from. So the thing was always to aspire to be better and to want to have better, to have more than we had, right? So why me? What qualifies me to be telling you that I want to be sharing with you my experiences and to challenge you, to inspire you to make that small impactful difference in the world? So I mean, I don't have millions. I believe I'll have some millions soon, but really money is not really that important to me. I do not aspire to be rich in terms of the money that I have. For me, richness or wealth carries a whole different meaning, and we'll talk more about that as we go on. And just quickly, maybe if you're doubting and saying, you are doing these videos because you are targeting YouTube's money, you have yet that people are making millions on this platform. No, I'm not. Let me ask you this though. If I'm to give you 10 million today, but you have to die tomorrow, or you gotta die tomorrow, will you take it? 10 million United States dollars. Or another one, if I'm to give you 10 million, but your mom or your wife or your sister or your child have to die tomorrow, will you take it? Yeah, I know kuna vanotora so because ndokuromba muZimbabwe. But anyways, another one, if I'm to give you 10 million United States dollars, but you have to live with a serious chronic illness for the rest of your life, will you take it? Now, if you are saying like me, probably you answered no to all of these questions, right? Because number one, life is precious and more important than money. You'd rather be here tomorrow than to get 5 million today and go big on tomorrow. Relationships are more important than money. You'd rather have your mom alive, you'd rather have your sister, your father, your child, your wife alive than having 10 million or 5 million in your bank account. Third thing, excuse me, health. You'd rather be healthy than to have 10 million, right? So I mean, this is me not saying money is not important. Please don't get me wrong, and don't run away and say, we've come to the wrong platform, we're trying to become rich here and this guy is saying money is not important. No, I'm not saying that. It takes money to do what I'm doing now, to be recording this video on a good quality camera phone like this, and to be uploading this information to share with you. It takes money, so money is really important. I mean, it's up there with oxygen. It's not really very, very important, kind of like these things that I've shared in these questions, but it's up there. It's very important. Even the Bible says money answers everything. So yeah, I want to put it, but really I'm not really motivated by money. I'm motivated by better things, or other things that I consider better. So, but why me? Why am I sharing this with you? So in college, when I was still an undergrad, some few years back, feels good to say some few years back, when I was still in college, because I mean, some days it feels like it was just yesterday, but now, I mean, I look at my certificate and it says, oh yeah, you graduated this year, and it's some few years back. So it's amazing. One of my great professors, Dr. Maposa, always said, I mean, there's this challenge with us Africans. We do not write. We do not write our experiences. We do not pen down the things that we see, things that we know, so that we can pass down that knowledge to coming generations, to future generations. Right. So that just always stuck with me, like, how do I get to share my experiences? Of course, I've not yet published any book, but I've always been trying to pen down some things, right? Always penning down some things. If you go to my Twitter account, I mean, I deleted most of the stuff that I would share. I'll also share in one of the videos to come why to do that, but you'll find some good nuggets there on my account. I also put it maybe pin it in the comments there, my other social media handles, or social media personal social media handles. I've always been trying to write down some things, but I've realized, I mean, sometimes get busy. It takes a much longer time for one to actually finally publish a book. I so much respect the young people that I'm seeing publishing books in Africa. Favor, I see you, my guy. Keep up the good work. You're doing great, my guy. Melissa, I was actually thinking this. Melissa Nemangwe, she recently wrote an amazing book, and it's great. Please forgive me, I'm hearing this buzzing sound in my ear. Oh, it's gone. So I'm really inspired by these young people who are putting their ideas down to share information with us. So I created this platform because I also wanted to share my experiences, right? I figured, I mean, what would I lose if I just spend 30 minutes to 1 hour in each day to record a video and post and share with you, share my experiences, talk about my experiences, talk to you about the people who inspire me, the guidance that I have received and the guidance that I am offering. And also the beauty about this is, on this platform, I can just trigger a lecture, trigger a lesson by sharing my experiences, and we get to hear your own reflections and how you relate to things that I'll be talking about in the comment section, and you get to create this community of people who are learning from each other and guiding each other to become better, right? So this is why, and that's pretty much what qualifies me to be sharing this information, because for me, my passion is to see us grow together and becoming this strong force, right? I mean, I'm inspired by the young people who went to war in the liberation struggle. I mean, they sort of said enough was enough. We want change in our country, and we want things that are better for us and for the future for our children. And when they saw that the things that was there, the government was there, was not working, they took it upon themselves to challenge the government. So for me, I'm really inspired by that, and this is the kind of community that I'm trying to create. And please don't just cut the video to this part where I'm saying challenging government and things like that. No, I'm talking about a community of young people supported that become better on different aspects of lives, be it business, marriage, friendships, growth. I mean, spirituality, Christianity. I am Christian. God is very central. I was telling you about my mom, right? The thing that I hold so dear that my mom gave me was God. I know even my father, if he was around in the homestead that I grew up in, yeah, he wasn't going to give me that. My mom gave me God, and God has been central to my life. So I'll be talking more about God in these videos. The Becoming Project is very much rooted and deeply rooted in God, because I mean, I prayed about this thing. He is the author and finisher of our faith. So whatever we do it to please him. So yeah, God is very central to my life. So yeah, who am I targeting on this platform? I am targeting young people who are working towards changing the circumstances that they were either born in, grew up in, or they just generally the environment that's around them, to become better, to see their life change and develop and be the person that they sort of envision, the person that they inspire to be, the person that only exists at the moment in their head, that the world cannot see at the moment. These are the people, or ndo vanhu vangu vandiri kunyatsotargeta kuti ava ndo vanhu vandinge chida kutaura navo. Nekuda kwei? Because for me, when I talk to people who are like-minded, people who want to become better, I sort of get that energy and that motivation and inspiration to even want to push even harder in developing myself. So these are the people that I've built this platform for. But just in case, I mean, there are no people like that in the world, which I highly doubt, I am also doing this for my children. I want my children, I want people to see this and to learn from it and be better. I mean, if I'm not there, they can get to have this information. But if I'm there, again, this will be a good starting point for great conversations over dinner, great conversations, braai at home, great conversations wherever we will be right? Like, oh yeah, they just saying this about this. So that's the other reason why I am doing or I will be doing these videos, right? So what will I be posting? I've decided to, so I was really struggling. Should I make this a lifestyle vlog kind of like platform? But I realized, I mean, I struggle to carry around my camera, recording myself, the things that I'm doing, the beautiful things that I'm seeing. So I figured, I mean, I'll just do these sort of face-to-face sort of interactions where I just talk to you about things, share my experience, just come and tell you a crazy story that could or would have happened, or that happened a long time ago in my life. I'm like, oh yeah, this one time, this other girl that I was dating, or this one time, this other opportunity that I got, and how challenging it was, or what I learned from it. So I realized, yeah, I'll do this, and I'll be doing a multi-series kind of like content where it will have different themes. Kind of like if you've watched the video that I posted earlier, I called that the In a Nutshell series, right? So that will be me summarizing some topical issues that are happening or occurring in our country, Zimbabwe, and the region and the world that affects our lives as young people, right? So sort of what I mean by summarizing or breaking down is like I'll be sharing my thoughts one on the issues and also trying to simplify them. I've realized, I mean, like in that video that I posted, I was talking about the proposed 2026 Zimbabwe national budget, right? You figured when these big people come through to present some of these things, I mean, they use so much big people jargon, right? Big people jargon or whatever economics. I mean, it was a budget, right? So it's a lot of finance language, but it's not all of us who are very much financially financial literacy in that regard, right? We know our money when we are doing our hustings, but sometimes, I mean, when these people start talking about macro, micro, progression, regression, things like that, we get to be like, oh no, not our thing. So I figured I'll always be finding ways to like break it down in such a way that I share it in everyday language, right? That what the minister was saying in that budget is we are going to increase prices of goods so that you get to pay more. We have no clue what we are going to do about your salaries or your income, but what you know is our income is going to increase, kind of like what I did. If you haven't watched the video, please go and watch it. You'll get to see the idea that I'm trying to share, right? The other thing that I'll be talking about, it will be the leadership and strategy. So this is like an area that I'm growing in, so I'll be sharing much about that. If you're in business, please always look out for the leadership and strategy posts. Then the other thing that I'll be talking about most, I studied psychology, right? And I've worked in mental health, and am an advocate and advocate for mental health awareness and mental health promotion. So I'll be talking much about especially men's mental health. You figure that there's not much like that free space or that sort of support system that supports men to come up to talk about their mental health openly, even other women. So I'll also have a series where I'll just be talking about mental health, trying to sort of challenge each other to become better, because I mean, our state of minds have a great bearing on how we live our lives. So if we don't take care of our mind, it means we have failed to take care of everything that matters. Business that I'll be talking about won't make sense if this your head is not okay. Your relationships won't make sense if this your head is not okay. So everything else that I'll be talking about won't make much sense if you're not taking care of your mind. So yeah, the other thing that I'll be talking about, relationships. And what I mean by relationships, I don't just mean mjolo, I mean our family relationships, that is father, child, siblings to siblings, whatever is it. I wanted to say external relationships, no, not external, extended family, that's the word I was looking for. I'll also be talking about that. Then the other thing will be actually now mjolo as well. So I'll be talking about those issues and a whole lot of other issues, because I mean, this is me sharing my experiences, everything that I experience in life. So it's going to be a makanyanyisi, a mixed bag of everything that you find in life, right? Or that I find in life and feel like I should share with you. So please brace yourselves for a roller coaster of content that will be up, down. Everyone will have something for them on this platform. So I invite you to subscribe so that you won't miss any video when I start posting. And if the sound is not okay, please share in the comment. If the video, the angles are not okay, please advise. I'm very new to this, but I'm willing to learn, and so that we have a bigger platform, we have better interactions on this platform. Thank you so much, and I look forward to interacting with you. Please subscribe so that you won't miss content when I start posting. Okay, goodbye.